morning. Thanks for being here with us. All right, Skip's been all over this argument for several weeks. He's been telling folks, do you agree the Cowboys offense should run through Dak versus Zeke?
Well, I've been hearing Skip saying that Zeke is having a bad year and Zeke's not the same player. First of all, none of us are the same players after our first, 2 or 3 years. So let's get that straight.
Well, you know what? That is a scary notion when you just gave him $50 million guaranteed for the future.
Yeah, still. But one thing is that this offense still runs through Zeke. It really does, because, you look at the game last week when they played the Detroit Lions. If I'm the Lions, you have one guy you want to stop. It's like, we're going to let Dak throw the ball. We're going to see if he can beat us. Let's make him beat us. Even a few weeks ago when you watched San Francisco and Seattle play, one thing Seattle said, we're not going to let the 49ers run the football. We're going to make Garoppolo beat us. They did. And the same thing here. I mean, it's like Zeke is the guy. If you sit in a room when they're going over defensive schemes and offensive schemes, especially defense, the main thing is don't let him get on track. Slow him down. 45 yards is not a lot of yards for sure, but it's when those yards come. It's certain times. It's a first down that you get. I know that people want to see the big numbers. If Zeke has over 200 yards in that football game, the Cowboys don't just win by 8 points. They win by 14 points, at least 10 points. That's the difference. But it's no doubt. I like Dak. I mean, I've liked Dak since day one. When I first saw him in the preseason, I'm like, man, this guy can throw the football. It's not that I don't like him. The Cowboys have such a luxury of having Zeke and Dak. That is a luxury. They have Amari Cooper. They have Gallup. They have a lot of weapons. I mean, I hate when they say this is his team. This is his team. This is a football team. But really, the team, when you look at that football team, if I'm on defense, I guarantee you this week when they play the Patriots, the first thing Bill Belichick will say, don't let 21 beat us. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if Dak can beat us. So for me, it still runs through Zeke, but they run together. It's together. It's not just one guy without. If you take Zeke totally away from that football team, you'll see a different football team. If you take Dak away, you'll see a totally different football team. So they're together.
You just will not give it.
No, but I ain't
tell me when it's my turn.
It ain't not your turn. Because I ain't giving it up either. Yeah, still his team. Skip Bayless. Okay, let's see what they're doing. Dak is 2-10 when Zeke runs for 75 yards or less. Those 2 wins, the Giants and the Lions. One got 2 wins, the other got 3. Yeah. So who the hell he beat?
We're talking about this year.
Okay.
This year.
Okay, he got 2 wins.
Yep, this year.
Okay, what about the Saints? How many yards Zeke have? What was his record against them? Okay, how did he do against Minnesota? Those are playoff teams. You see what I'm saying? You see the real current theme here, Skip? He's beating up.
How did you do?
Huh?
Zeke?
Yeah.
They would have won the game if they hadn't put the ball back in Zeke's hand.
That's his dog's old Zeke.
What are you talking about? Well, we even
I don't
saw
think it's your turn.
Star Telegraph had a source quote the other day saying they finally realized they made a big mistake that game.
Stop reading the paper.
And it was 2nd and 2 at the 11, and they gave it to Zeke twice and then threw it to Zeke on 4th down. Bad ideas.
I've asked you to stop reading the paper, especially Homer papers like the Star Telegraph.
That's not a Homer quote.
Yeah, it is. But this is what I'm trying to figure out here. Now, when Zeke had this thing going, everybody didn't want to give Zeke no credit. They talking about that offensive line. They dominant. Ty Smith, Zach Martin. The reason why they took all these guys in the first round is they wanted to be able to run the football. And that offensive line.
Nobody wanted to give Zeke
Whoa. Let me finish.
I kept screaming he's the best back in football.
Skip. But at some point in time, if Zeke is not the same guy, are those the same guys that's opening hole? Ty Smith with back surgery and knee surgeries. Travis Frederick missed all of last year. Zach Martin has been bothered by back and knee. Lyle Collins is in and out of the lineup.
He's out.
And you don't like Connor Williams, period.
And he just came back from knee surgery.
Exactly.
Yep.
But that's all Zeke. But Skip, here's the thing.
If you're that guy, if you're ED Eric Dickerson, you just find holes and make holes.
That's not always.
Yes, it is.
Not always. That's not true.
Eric Dickerson be averaging 105 yards behind that line right now. You know it, and I know it.
Skip,
not you right now, but in your prime. Yes.
Skip, before I turn it over to you, I also think that when you have Zeke back there, he's still Zeke Elliott. Even though he's not putting up the yards that we're customarily used to seeing him put up. Imagine if a team knows that Dak is going to throw the ball 45, 50 times. Now he's going to face more different coverages because there's never going to be a chance that you can sneak that guy down in the box. You look at Minnesota. Harrison Smith very, very rarely played in the middle of the field. He was at the line of scrimmage.
I'm sorry. I saw him all over the pass coverage, like all over it. I think you guys are grossly exaggerating. I'm not seeing 9 men in the box anymore. I'm just seeing him play straight up coverage defense.
What did Jerry say? Jerry said again when they played Minnesota. What did Jerry say?
You mean after Minnesota?
After they played Minnesota, what did Jerry say after the game? Everybody knew they were not letting Zeke Elliott. And even Jason Garrett said that completion to Blake Jarwin was a result of what, Skip? When he faked that ball in Zeke Elliott's belly, everybody and their mama ran over there to see if he had it.
You mean at the end of the Detroit game?
Yes.
After Zeke had gone nowhere on first down.
He had gone nowhere on first down.
11 times they gave it to him on first down at Detroit against the 26th ranked defense, and he went basically nowhere 11 times.
And guess what, Skip? He went nowhere on first down, and yet still, when he faked the ball in the guy's belly on 2nd and 10, everybody went over there.
I don't think everybody did. I just think Blake Jarwin got open on a rollout pass because there was a threat that Dak was going to tuck the ball and run with it.
Skip.
That's what happened.
No.
Hey, you guys are living in the past because your pride is up, just like Jerry's pride is up. He even defended him on his radio show last Monday and said, we will give the ball to 21. Remember, he said he's still one of the best players in the National Football League.
He is.
He's speaking with his pride and his wallet because Jerry knows deep down, I'm looking like I made a big mistake. I gave him way too much
Jerry
money.
don't make mistakes.
Oh, yeah, he does. He does make mistakes. So Bill Barnwell, I have nothing but respect for because he is ESPN's NFL expert analyst. And he just lays it on the line. And I'm going to read these quotes one more quick time. It's time to stop pretending that the Cowboys run their offense through Zeke or that Dak Prescott needs the star running back to create throwing opportunities. This is Dak's offense, and the Cowboys are better for it. Then he goes on to say that Zeke has looked ordinary in 2019. By his standards, he has looked ordinary. We haven't seen much burst, says Bill Barnwell. I've been saying that for a month. Where is he? Where's the little break? Just some break. He ran 4.4 at the combine. I'm not seeing. He looks like he's plodding in Cabo sand right now. I don't see attack mode. I don't see contagious rage that he used to run with the greatest body lean I've ever seen from any back. And finally, Bill Barnwell concludes, the arguments that Dak Prescott needed an effective Elliott to move the ball as a passer weren't supported by past evidence and look downright foolish now. Downright foolish. And he makes the case that when Tony Pollard has been on the football field in place of Zeke, they have been slightly more effective because Tony, as a rookie, has a little bit more burst. He's a little more electric than Zeke is right now, and I'm not making the case I want Tony Pollard to replace Zeke.
What you saying?
I'm just saying.
They're not afraid of Tony Pollard, trust me.
Okay.
If Tony Pollard,
I don't think the Patriots are afraid of Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, how about this here? Fox NFL expert Shannon Sharp said they still need to run the ball through Zeke Elliott.
Well, everybody needs to run the ball some, or you're all in big trouble. So every defensive coordinator says, first thing we got to do is stop the run. But it's not stop Zeke anymore. It's just stop the run.
No, stop Zeke.
Nobody's afraid. Nobody's afraid.
I promise you, ain't nobody afraid of Tony Pollard.
Well, again, Pro Football Focus also ranks the Patriots' run defense 29th in the league. So is this not an opportunity? You're saying, if Dak's the MVP, this is his game. The truth is, if Zeke is that dude now, if he's still that guy, if he's that guy, he should break out. Break out.
One thing you got to remember is that those are pros over there, too. They're professionals. Their job is to stop you. They're just not a bunch of bums. Those are all pros.
Well, I mean, the Patriots, most people think it's the best.
Those are professional players. I mean, look, they did the same. Detroit did the same thing to us. I mean, a year ago, we were the hottest team. All of a sudden, boom, we got exposed.
Okay, but Eric, he led the league in rushing yards per game. For 3 straight years, he dominated this league.
Yeah.
He's 8th in rushing now.
Hey, wow, he fell off a cliff.
I'd say that's falling off a cliff. That is falling off a cliff.
There's only 8 teams in the league, ain't it?
Yeah. Skip, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, you both ought to be ashamed. You got exposed, and it's okay. It's okay. I was right from the start, as usual.
It doesn't matter.